Hey, Donovan here, CEO of Dro Digital Marketing. And today I've got a quick video lesson for you all, which is basically going to go over the real reason why your Facebook ad never works. I noticed a lot of martial arts school owners and a lot of gym owners, when they're running ads, they're getting hit and miss results. So one week you'll get amazing results. You'll run ads a month from now and you'll get no results whatsoever. And then you'll run ads again and you'll get no results. You'll run ads again, get no results. And then maybe you'll run another ad and it works and you don't know why. I'm going to go over why this is today and just show you how you can actually better run your ads. So not only do you get better results, but you'll know exactly what works in your area. So in the future, you can continue to get those good results that you're getting. So moving on. This is basically going to cover the main reason why your ads don't work and why they are hit and miss and how we can fix it. I'm going to dive straight into it. So I'm not going to talk about like the backstory or anything like that. I'm just going to dive into why this happens. So this is the mistake that you're probably making. You're running a campaign. You've got an ad set. So let's imagine that we're targeting, I don't know, adults. So you've got a campaign and we're targeting adults. And then you've got one ad and you hope it works. You put up a nice image of some adults hitting pads in a class or an adult throwing a head kick or something like that. And you put that ad up and you basically say to people, come to our classes, X, Y, Z. Now, this might work or it might not. And if it doesn't work, then you feel like Facebook ads just doesn't work for you. And that's not true. It's just that you haven't got the correct campaign structure. The reason why this is bad is because if this doesn't work, you're left with nothing else and you haven't got any alternative ways that Facebook can funnel the money into ads that could potentially work better. So realistically, this is the sort of structure that you want to go for as opposed to that one. So as you can see, you have a campaign, we have an ad set, so we target men and women. And then underneath that, we've got 3 different ads. So the first ad could be a collage ad. The second ad could be a single image ad with a little bit of writing on it. And then the third ad could be a image with no writing on it whatsoever, or maybe a promo video or something like that. This way, you're testing 3 different images, or each one could have a different ad copy, or there could be something different about each ad. What that does is that means Facebook's got more options to funnel this money. So if that ad doesn't perform, and that might have been this ad, doesn't perform at all, and it was actually a terrible ad, then no problem, because Facebook's got 2 alternative ways that it can funnel the money. Then once you find out which one of these work, you turn off the ones that didn't and leave on the one that does. So you just leave your money funneling into the one that performs well. It's very, very, very easy to set it up like this, and it just means it's going to perform a lot better than if you just set it like this. Cool, makes sense? Another right way you can do it is you can do it this way. This is a little bit more complex, but it just means that the budget is set into each ad equally. So here you're relying on Facebook to distribute the budget accordingly. So imagine this ad's performing terribly. It's Facebook's job then to kind of stop putting the money into that one and start putting it into the ones that are performing better. But you can't always trust Facebook. Facebook does make mistakes sometimes. So if you do it like this, you've just got a bit more control over the budget. So this is the more complex way, but you could put £5 into each ad individually. But this is the way that we're going to cover today, where you kind of just let Facebook do it itself and have control over the budget. But if you are a bit more complex and you do understand Facebook ads better, then this is the sort of way that you should do it. All the ad sets should be the same. Everything about each ad would be the same except for one aspect. And then you would control the budget yourself. But we're going to talk about this one today. Cool. So what can we actually test? So as I said, we've got 3 different ads. One variable on all of those ads would be different. We want everything else to be fairly the same, so we know that it's that one variable that's making the difference. So as you can see, we can test creatives, which are the images. We can test the ad copy, which is obviously the writing. We can also test the headlines along with the ad copy, which is the bit that comes under the ad. I'll show you that in a bit. And then we can also test the audiences. So who are we actually targeting? So maybe we're targeting men between 18 and 55, 20 and 50, or maybe we do a more specific ad. So we take like an email database that you've got and we look for lookalike audiences and things like that. And then we can start testing with that. But realistically, the order that I'd test would be, I'd test the creatives first. So I'd test the images. Then we test the ad copy. That's what we tend to do. And then we tend to test the audiences afterwards. So once we know what creatives work in an area, and then we'll find out what copies work in the area and what headlines work in the area. And then we'll go on to actually test the audiences. So we usually do it in that order, and that works pretty well for us. So I'd recommend doing it in a similar way. Cool. So simply put, all the ads that we put out should have the same ad copy. So just for an example, here's an ad copy that I wrote. Literally wrote this just before this. Attention men and women of Birmingham, tired of boring gym routines, discover the ultimate martial arts experience at Dro Digital School of Kickboxing. Limited time free trial for adults. Transform your body, boost confidence, and challenge your limits with adrenaline pumping workouts. Why join us? 5 reasons to join us. Don't miss out. Claim your spot now and unleash your inner warrior. So that ad copy would be on all 3 ads. Then we'd have the same headline. So I'm going to actually show you this in an actual campaign on Facebook in a minute, but I just want to give you the understanding behind it. So all ads should have the same headline. So break free from boring workouts, free adult trial. They should have the exact same targeting. So men and women, 6 kilometers from the school's location, 18 to 50. Very simple, very broad, nothing too crazy. And then the third thing is, even though they have everything else the same, there's one aspect that's going to be different, and that's going to be the creative. So all 3 ads should be the complete same with a different creative on each. So as you can see here, I've took these from the Combat Sports Centre, which is a client who we work with, and I've made these just to show you. So we've got a collage ad here, we've got a single image ad here with a little bit of writing, and then we've got an image which is just an image of someone smiling, no offer written on it, no thing about saying adult martial arts, nothing extra on it, and just an image on its own. So we would use all of these images across the campaign and we'd see which one works best. Sometimes, instead of using something like this, we'll use a promo video if we have one. But for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just show you it like this. So the campaign, as I said, we'll have one campaign. We'll have the ad set underneath. I'm going to show you this on an actual Facebook ad in a minute. So we'll have the campaign. We'll have the ad set underneath, which would be like 18 to 55 or 20 to 50 or whatever targeting we were doing for the adults classes. Then we'd have 3 different ads. So it'd literally look like this. So we'd have the campaign, which I put in brackets there, lead generation, because I just want you to understand we need to do lead generation. We're generating leads as a martial arts school or a gym. That's what we're doing. So we need to do lead generation campaigns, get people's details, invite them down for a class or invite them down to the gym. So a lead generation campaign, generally, sometimes we do website leads, things like that, but generally a lead generation campaign. Underneath that, it's going to be one ad set, which is going to be one type of targeting. So men and women, 18 to 50, 20 to 50, pretty broad, 20 to 40, whatever it is, pretty broad. Then underneath that, we're going to have 3 different ads. So as you can see, we've got the collage ad, we've got the single image ad, and then we've got the image ad with a little bit of writing underneath. And then on top of that, they'd all have the same ad copy, they'd all have the same headline, and every other aspect about the ad would be the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump on Facebook and I'm going to show you how this would actually look in a campaign, because I understand if you're not the most familiar with Facebook and Facebook advertising, this might seem a little bit confusing. So I don't want you to be confused. I want you to understand. So let's jump into Facebook. Hi, so here we are. So this is an ad account that I don't use at all. And I've paired it to my actual marketing page. So these aren't ads that are going to be running. There's nothing in these ads that I've used before. I've made this literally for the purpose of this video. So as you can see, we've got our campaign, which is a lead generation campaign. Diving down, we've got our ad set where we're targeting men and women between 18 and 55, 8 kilometers from the school. And then underneath that, we've got the 3 different images, which is what I actually wanted to show you. So the 3 ads. So as you can see here, this is one of the ads. Attention men and women of Birmingham. Well, men and women, I changed that to of Birmingham. But yeah, men and women of Birmingham. Tired of boring gym routines. And then they'd click see more, read the rest of the ad copy. Headline is break free from boring workouts, free adult trial. And now if we click on this one, it's the exact same. The only difference is it's a collage as opposed to the image that we were showing a second ago. So it's a different type of image. So we can see how collage is performed in this area. And then to be honest, the third one, I'd recommend a video. So we're trying a video as well. But we haven't got any videos at the moment, so I've put this one as well. So it's a single image with a little bit of writing on, and it says, attention men and women of Birmingham, that's what I'd change it to. Tired of boring gym routines, and then it's got the same ad copy as the other ones. All of these would be attached to the exact same lead form, and the only difference between every single one of these ads is the image itself. So if we actually come back out into this level, so I haven't published this campaign, so it's still all green. Don't use this ad account, as I said. But as you can see, here's the campaign level. We can dive in. We've got one ad set. And then if we dive further in, we've got the 3 single ads. So what we can do from here, I don't want to just tell you, to do this. I just want to show you how you can actually track it. So you'd have your 3 single ads all running, all published, of course. They won't be green. And then from here, you can literally track how much it's costing you to get the result. So here it would say how much it's costing to get the result. And over here, it would say how much the ads have actually spent. So after 3 or 4 days of running the ads and not touching them whatsoever, you'll be able to look at your ads and you'll be able to see which ones are performing best, turn off the ones that aren't performing well, and leave on the ones that are performing well. I hope that all makes sense. So that's it. That's it. That's the main mistake that I see a lot of martial arts schools and gym owners making. I see that you run one ad at a time, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then you're left scratching your head. You want to test things at the same time. You can test them in separate campaigns if you want to, if it makes it easier for you. I know people who do that, but the point is you need to be testing. Don't put all your budget into just one ad. Put your budget split between a few different ads and see which ones are performing best, and then put more money into the ones that are performing well. It's that simple. So I hope that helps. My name's Donovan. I'm the CEO of Dro Digital Marketing. We work with gyms and martial arts schools to help them grow, help them get more members. And we also do some other cool stuff which just helps them stand out and be the standout school in their area. But I hope this has helped you. I hope you find it beneficial, and I hope you have a nice day.